issue there with the internet. Anyway, today we will be doing a share of yoga postures and the sequence here that I've begun this series called Sat on the Mat. Today is belly on the mat. So just get a little light over here. There's a bit too much shadow or too much light, one or the other. Always seems like. So there we go. Okay, so the idea with this one is very simply, let's see if I can get a little bit more light here. We want to share, not hide. So, okay, that looks a lot better. All right, so anyway, back to the beginning here. Let's start off here straight away in Sphinx Pose. This series of postures is again for the abdominal area. It's really good positions for the digestive system and lower back. So the Sphinx is you're on top of your hips, your elbows are just underneath your chest there. You're looking up at the sky, thumbs are touching, and that makes a box or rectangle underneath you. Make sure you have that. Don't want the hands in. Palms are flat on the floor. And now looking up, take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. One more time through the nose. Feel the belly pushing against the mat there. And the exhale. And now we're going to do what I call the Sphinx twist. This is really, really good for the lower back. So on the next exhale, just gently turning your head to the left-hand side, looking over as far as you can. Try to cast your gaze on that right heel, the opposite side, if you can. Or just go as far as comfortable. No forcing or straining. Stay here for a couple breaths. And this even does a little bit for the shoulders as well, and the neck. So just enjoy it. A few more breaths here. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Again, deep belly breathing, all through the nose today. Another breath here. And the next exhale, let's repeat. Go to the other side. You want to do one side, we do the other. Exhaling, and now looking over as far as you can with your gaze. Try to capture the view of that left heel as you're looking back. Once you're in your position, close your eyes if you like. Stay for a few more breaths. Send the oxygen down to the area there being activated. And now release. Coming back to center on the inhale. And now let's just do a little reset here. What I like to do on these back bends particularly is always the counter pose of child's pose. So let's just push ourselves back here on our heels. Hands out in front, sat on our heels. Arms all the way forward. And do the best you can. Get your head to the mat. If you can't, keep a good alignment and take a yoga block. Just go there on the forehead. But you want to stay sat on your heels. Get the full benefit of the counter pose here before doing another back bend, belly bend. Sounds good. Okay, and you'll see the next one sort of is. All right, now coming up, release the brick. Put the brick to one side. And coming up the tabletop here, we're going to go back down the Sphinx now. On our hips, forearms. And from here, we're going to take our arms behind. Keep the head and the shoulders upwards. Take your arms behind you. Fingers open. You can stay here. If you want to go a little further, this is what is called the snake pose. Lift those legs off the floor. So it's just your abdomen supporting you. If you can, lace the fingers together, tuck the shoulder blades in tightly there. Take a deep breath, opening the chest and the heart. And from here, just like the sounds like the name, you got on the next exhale, make a hiss. So, and one more time. It's Saturday, we can hiss twice. Okay, fantastic. Now, unlace your fingers, but keep everything where it is. Bring those feet up towards your lower back. Capture the tops of each foot with a hand. And now the movement here, or what you want to focus on, is pushing your feet into your hands. This will raise you up a little bit higher. Should get your legs off the floor, chest off the floor. Just kind of where you're comfortable here. And this is bow. And we're actually going to be moving with our breath here. This is really, really good for the digestive system. So just close your eyes. When you're inhaling, you'll notice your chin comes up a little bit. Exhaling, going forward. Like a gentle rocking chair motion. So stay here for a few breaths. Slow, calm breaths. Slow, calm movement. Just rocking forward and back. Okay, now just gently lower the legs down first. Then unleash the feet from the hands, so to speak. Pushing up the tabletop here. And then, you guessed it, back to child's pose. To relax a little bit, do a counter pose for the lower back there. Again, head to the mat or use the yoga block. Just make sure you have as much contact with the ground as possible. Staying here for a few breaths. And inhale coming up. And we'll go back down to Sphinx here as a starting point. And this will be our last technique today, last posture for this belly on the mat share. And this one is one of my favorites. It's called the Crocodile. And it just reminds me of being a kid watching television, really. So you take your elbows and your chin goes here in the palms of your hands. And you're looking up, just like you're watching television when you're a kid. So this is really, really good. It works or opens the back of the neck. It realigns there. It's perfect, actually. If you've had a really bad night's sleep or something, you have a crick in your neck, you can do this pose for 5 or 10 minutes. And it can, most of the time, I've always had it successfully get me back without any neck injury or discomforts after perhaps a bad moment with a pillow or something. So just the thing here is to ease the weight of the head into the palms on each exhale. So just relax into it. Don't fight or struggle or try to keep the head up. Just let it fall into your hands. Then you get the full benefit here. And this pose, you can stay as long as you like. We'll stay here for some breaths, maybe a minute or so. with each exhale, let yourself slip deeper into the palms of your hands with your chin. And next inhale, open your eyes. Just gently lift your chin. Place the hands now down in front of you. In Sphinx position again. Back to tabletop. And our final time here for today in Child's Pose. Just as relax. And now inhale coming up. I always like to end the class with Shavasana. I think it's really, really important to recovery, even just a short sequence like this. So today we'll do a power Shavasana, what I like to call, because you get the inversion of the headstand whilst just laying down. So it's quite easy, so to speak. I'm just going to adjust the mat a little bit here so that I have enough space. Because this one we're going to do the abductors. Perhaps you're not going to see my whole foot on the screen, but we're going to do the best we can. So you want to get as close as you can to the wall, glutes touching the wall, floorboard there, and then shoulders flat, feet at 90 degrees, and just let gravity take the weight of the legs and opening the insides of the abductors here. Palms are up, eyes are closed, and we'll just stay here for a few minutes. And again, if you can rest like this, 5, 10, 15 minutes, it's equal to triple or quadruple the time, just normal laying down, in my opinion. You get all the benefits of the improved circulation, the same you would get as if you were doing a headstand. So again, on the exhale, maybe just release a little bit more once you get comfortable. And then once you find your spot, just stay there. Just focus on the rise and fall of the belly, the breath, and calm. And now activating the fingers and the hands. Just gently bring those legs together first at the feet. Then bending the knees. Roll off to one side. Put your hands underneath your head. And just recalibrate here for a moment. Deep breath. And now both hands pushing up. We'll come to seated position. And I'll say thank you very much for joining. Please subscribe to the Michael Sands yoga, meditation, and skateboarding channel, plus CrossFit. So hope to see you again soon. And tomorrow there will be another sequel to this. It's going to be nap on a mat. That's right. A siesta on the yoga mat. How to do it nicely and how it can benefit you. So hope to see you again soon and have a great day. Namaste.